When the world felt so cruel and bleak, when the hole looked so dark and deep, heart is rock, cold as stone, I was scared.
You know what? I haven't felt this excited about a game in years, and I think I know why. Grab your hard hats, reflective vests, and buckle up, crew. This could be major. Hello down there. Welcome to the construction site. My name is Colossia, a friendly sentient crawler crane. I'm not sure how you stumbled across my work site, but I'm glad you're here. I like to share various things I see, given how many things I observe in silence. If that interests you at all, then I will do my best to at least entertain you for a few minutes. So, Nintendo Switch 2's release has been a bit tumultuous, to say the least. Systems are getting bricked. Some have weird glitches. There's still misinformation going around. Nintendo's pivot towards a more corporate approach, and the ushering in of the $80 game. It has been a rough time to be a Nintendo fan. Between my operator enjoying the new features of the system and playing a ton of Mario Kart World, while grinding some cranes along the way, despite my protest, honeymoon phase has come to a close, and our thoughts have settled a bit. Our overall impression is that it's pretty good, but it does feel like there isn't a whole lot else on offer that's truly new here. Then Nintendo dropped a direct we didn't know we needed. Donkey Kong Bananza was already a day one purchase for us, but now we're definitely more excited than we expected to be. DKB has heart, and if delivered with proper emotional impact, it could be a generation-defining experience. I had a stirring reaction to that closing sequence, and as I sat there with my thoughts for a moment after the direct wrapped up, reminisced on the last time I felt this hyped over an upcoming game. I realized something. Not only had it been 18 years since then, but it also felt familiar in more ways than one. I now believe that Donkey Kong Bonanza could be the game that defines the Switch 2. It has the potential to be better than the last 4 3D Mario games, and is definitely the best looking Donkey Kong game to date. And if my hunch is correct, there's a very good reason for my optimism. Not only does the gameplay loop look intriguing with a skill tree and transformations, it clearly also has that heart. And not just in the sense that it's a well-polished Nintendo game with quirky characters. It seems to have taken inspiration from a Disney classic, and has seemingly been given an emotional core. It really comes down to the director here, folks. Let me explain. My Donkey Kong Bonanza theory hinges on that emotional core. Could it be another Kenta Makura project? Maybe. I personally don't think so. For one thing, he's probably busy with the next mainline Mario game, and for another, his directing style doesn't match the tone Bonanza seems to be going for. Now, if that tone wasn't just trailer bait, and the director truly intends to deliver, there is at least one game director that Nintendo has trusted in the past that could do just that. Yoshiaki Koizumi. That's right, the man behind Super Mario Galaxy, arguably the greatest 3D Mario game of all time, who created one of the most compelling characters in video game history in that game, Rosalina. And here's the kicker, not only has he worked on Donkey Kong before, he directed the excellent Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Of course this is just a theory, but here's what I'm thinking. Since Mr. Koizumi hasn't directed a mainline property in a while, he may have been given the reins to direct, or at the very least be involved in Bonanza's story. Now, we will truly never know what happened behind closed doors at Nintendo's studio back when Galaxy was under development. But what we do know is that Koizumi worked on Rosalina's storybook in secret and has always had a passion for storytelling. So there's no doubt in my mind that when it comes to the inclusion of a story in that game, it wouldn't have been there without him. Koizumi fought for it to have a meaningful one, which is why it is often heralded to have the best one out of the mainline Mario titles. At least that's how I see it from a fan's perspective. It's that Disney-esque undertone that Direct gave off that hit me in an unexpected way. I was already eager to see it, especially after Mario Kart World's less than stellar release, even if you set aside the $80 price tag. But now I am truly excited, and if the Direct is anything to go by, then us Nintendo fans will be eating good for a while.
Look at us,
DK?
small, two
I love to sing more than anything.
Heart of gold, a wish come true.
I have this dream. Oh, maybe if we get to the surface, you and me, we can make it more than a dream.
We're breaking through, down to the core. No stopping us, not any
Get him, DK!
Inside the storm, I found the key.
Well, there you have it. That's one Crane's observation and guess as to who the mysterious director behind Donkey Kong and Pauline's latest romp is. Let's stay positive and see what the future brings, shall we?
My own special power?
DK!
Thank you again for hearing me out and joining me today. I'd like to close this video on a message of motivation. You see, I was a bit nervous speaking out, seeing as cranes are usually seen and not heard. Silent giants of industrialization. We're crucial to society, but are so easily overlooked. With that said, I hope you, dear viewer, find your own courage to shine through. If you have something you're working towards, a dream you'd like to pursue, something you want to accomplish, don't ever give up on it. That's the worst thing you can do, because your vision is unique, and it lives and dies by your hand. Even if it's something as small as brainstorming or networking, try to work towards your goal today. Even that method of planning and outreach is useful. After all, every job that contributes to a marvel has a structured plan of execution, and a well-rounded crew to see it through. So let this crawler crane uplift you to greatness, and return here to the construction site if you so choose. If you like what you saw today, consider joining the crew by rating, subscribing, and hitting that bell. Go ahead and comment down below your thoughts on what was discussed today, and feel free to ask me some questions if you have any. I'm guessing there's a few. I also have a Twitter. Feel free to drop by and stay up to date with crane activities and news. How many cranes did you spot in the video? Do you think you'll start noticing them now that I've brought them to your attention? Either way, have a crane-tastic day. And the next time you see a crane, say hi and tell them Colossia sent you. Until next time, folks, it's been fun, but it's time to put this crane to bed. Take care.